all about love and technical difficulties. Microphone check 1 2. I was doing a live and my internet crashed, so I'm starting over, which is really annoying and exhausting. So whatever. I will be starting over. For you Jews, shalom. For you Hindus, namaste. For you Muslims, Allahu Akbar. For you Catholics and Christians, hallelujah. And for you atheists, nothing. What's the first thing I should say right now? When things don't work out, like when your internet crashes on you and you lose something, or if you lose your wallet, don't lose your mind. Hang in there. Keep going. It's inevitable that all this will end sometime. Trust yourself. When you fall, you get back up. Lord have mercy. So I'm exhausted, by the way. If my internet crashes again, I'm stopping. I might even take a whole year off of YouTube. I'm not going through that again. So this video, I have a simple title. Sorry, my chronic pain is having me loopy. I'm breaking down years of scar tissue. This video is dedicated to names of, sorry, I'm getting text now. Names of Hindu gods and how it relates to Buddhism, all forms of Buddhism. How it relates to, of course, your pop culture and the things you're putting in your body. So if you don't believe in something, you better believe that when you get sick or when there's a problem, I guarantee you, you're going to want to make the connections. Someone is sending me hearts. I can't see you, so thank you. I don't know what's going on. When you get sick and when you have a problem, there is a pattern that got you sick. There are connections that made you sick or made you exist as a so-called illusion, as nothing is real if you're one of those people. If you're a what does that mean to you kind of people. Yeah, sunshine, I had some internet problems. I had to restart. I cannot guarantee this is going to go smooth. I might lose it again, guys, so I'm sorry. If it happens again, I will not do another live. I'm tired. Technology is bullshit. Okay? So just know, if I lose the internet, I am stopping, and I might stop for a whole fucking year from doing videos. Seriously, I'm tired of this shit. But bless you, sunshine, and thank you. There is something called Rinzai Buddhism. First of all, before we get into Buddhism and Zen Buddhism, the key term is Buddhism. When you say Buddhism, you're saying Jesus, Allah, Abraham, Jehovah. You're acknowledging the name of a saint. If he was real, Buddha. Okay. Now, Rinzai Buddhism or Zen Buddhism, I know some personally, do not believe in a real in a Buddha. Or some of them do believe in a real Buddha. That's how confusing that world is. It pertains to why you're confused today. Okay. This video is dedicated to the root word of what made Buddhism, Hinduism. I'm not a Hindu. India did it. And they believe in God. There is not one atheist or agnostic system in India, honey. Okay? So you arrogant, thank you for the hearts, you arrogant, you think you know what it is? People? You people who say nothing happens after death. If you're still alive and you haven't died to see it, shut the fuck up. Pardon my language. I curse here. What up, Michelle Scusi? If you have not died, you don't know. Neither do I. I'm also still alive. But we can see patterns and connections. And why does that matter? Agnostic or Zen Buddhist or Rinzai or nothing is real or it's a black void and nothing matters. Shut up. Watch this. I have a boss, a very close friend who I love, no problem. But we get into very heated debates about God. He is a Rinzai Buddhist. I am a believer in a creator. I am not a Hindu. I am a light worker. Light comes out of my body. You've seen it for a fact. In which a Rinzai Buddhist will tell you, well, that wasn't real. You aren't real. Those are just words. Ironically, you use words to say what you just said to me. In which if you didn't have the words to say it, you wouldn't form the modulation or the communication to even tell me what you wanted to tell me, to debunk me, to tell me there is no God. You use the words to do it, motherfucker. I curse here in the name of those who have been killed and murdered and raped and pillaged. Are you kidding me? You don't have time for a freaking opinion, honey. Now, my boss, my friend, Rinzai Buddhist, vegan, and an alcoholic. No judgment. Is a proud alcoholic. Will even tell me, I'm an alcoholic, fuck it. Ah, okay. It's a grandfather and has had children that are now grown. Now watch this. Rinzai Buddhism says nothing is real. It's a void. Your words aren't real. That body's not real. This one had sex with sperm to make children. So if you don't believe in things being real, why would you have a family? Do you see how confusing this is? If you do not believe in a creator, which I understand, I can get into that. Why did you find a partner to put your ding-ding in her dong-dong with your sacred fluid and her egg and her uterus to make a baby? Why did you do that? Why did you get out of bed? If nothing is real, stay in bed with your eyes closed and don't breathe and see what happens. If nothing matters, don't go to work. You Rinzai Buddhists. How many different forms of Buddhism, Hinduism, Catholicism, Christianity, Islam, and Judaism? It'll make your head spin. It'll make your head. This is why you're all in trouble. You have too many goddamn outlets that aren't taking you out. You're not putting your input into your outlet. Hence, you have to have a male-female wire to plug into the wall of your Mother Earth and your Mother Nature. Don't you play around here. This is for all the women who were burned and called crazy because they saw spirits. Now, the person who told me they're a Rinzai Buddhist, nothing is real, nothing matters, there is no death, nothing happens after death. Okay. Watch this. I asked them, have you ever seen ghosts before? They said, yeah, I've seen ghosts. Oh, but so was that real? I'm serious. This person who doesn't believe in shit and is a Buddhist told me they have been haunted by two ghosts. One chased him in his apartment. The other ghost he saw at his place of work in the basement, and it had fangs. Now you tell me what made that ghost if you don't believe. What is going on with this world? And this one believes in a spinning ball Earth. This one believes that NASA went to the moon and is going to tell me we need to get more with nature, but nothing happens after death. And you're just using words to mention a creator. And if there is a creator, the creator is only evil because there's more suffering than there is prosperity. Shame on you for saying that. I'm going to put a foot in that ass. Assumptions. This will dawn on you with a key, hence your donkey ass. This will dawn on you with the key to unlock within thee. If you're seeing ghosts, and I've had light come out of my body and around me, those things aren't real. If you think that God is only here to make things good, or the creator, as a generator of vitamin D, relax, people. I'm not a Christian. I am not an organized religion person. I am a simple, get the name of the God, see how that name relates to today and how it's affecting you. And you can be an agnostic while that shit happens. I'm going to tell you right now, whatever you believe or don't believe, if you're a Zen Buddhist or an agnostic or an atheist, hear me very carefully. While you are in denial of the Nile, while you are in denial, there is someone right now in a secret world, a secret society, not human, demonic to your angel, that will take a God word, put it in a word that you use every day for your toothpaste, for your deodorant, for your food, yeah, and for your doctor's medication. They're all God names. Ironically, though, there is no God. Because there's more suffering, Jay. And if there is a creator, he must be evil. My boss told me that. I said, who the fuck are you to say that? Shame on you. What do you think this generator is? This creator? What are you, only good? Hail to the no. And if there's more suffering than prosperity, it's the human being's fault. Us. For not believing, first of all. And if we did believe, for not translating God correctly. Mine is better than yours. And that's why they're atheists. And they're dumb. And I love them. But they're stupid. And they have high positions. And they want to talk to me about getting with nature. Nothing happens after death. Wonderful. Watch this. What is this? It's a cicada. What is this? It died, right? And it left a shell of itself after it. They only live a few weeks. A cicada. What is this? In perfect shape. What is that? Nothing? And so when it died and it left its shell behind, did something else leave its body to, I don't know, make sperm, make you, to make the dirt that made you able to walk on a foundation of earth, to give you green grass or brown grass or yellow or purple, an oak tree, a cedar tree, a deer, a dog, piranhas, sharks, goldfish, black people, white people, yellow, gay, straight, a sky with fucking clouds in it. Who's putting the clouds in there? Nothing. Who made this? These damn samurais of, is it Japan? Renzai Buddhism. Look it up. Nothing personal. Michelle Scusi, how can evil create a flower? Exactly. Now here is the complication with the creator. This makes sense to me. I have been watching the stories of Krishna, Shiva, and Vishnu. Not because I'm Hindu, because the patterns are incredible to today. Yep, perfect. Krishna, in the Mahabharata, Jay, what is that? It's a mythology about two families that go to war. Your Montagues and your Capulets. Romeo and Juliet. Okay? In this case, Pandavas, Kauruvas. Krishna is a Pandava. The good guy, so-called. The Kauruvas are evil, but they're related to the Pandavas. Kind of like your Democrat and your Republicans, but they both wear red and blue ties and confuse you. Yeah, okay. You have nowhere to go. You have nowhere to go with my videos. I'm so exhausted from people's opinions, and they don't have the brain power to make connections. And they want to tell you what it is, but they don't know what it is. But then when you get it, meaning you get sick, you know what it is. Then when you get your heart and all that overweight, all that drinking you were doing, that shit you were talking, your back hurts. You got a bad back now, don't you? Is that not real, Zen Buddhist? The painkillers you're taking, the low blood pressure medicine you're taking because you drink so fucking much and I love you? Is that not real, Rinzai Buddhist? Yeah. I'm a nightmare for these motherfuckers. Pardon my language, I curse here. I'm a nightmare. It would be arrogant to assume the creator would only make good things. Are you kidding me? Now Krishna tells our... Jay, who's Krishna? Christ. William is Bill. Oh. Now. What up, Lev Kung Fu? Krishna is Christ. What does Krishna tell Arjuna, the archer hero, who has to kill his family that is evil? Because Arjuna is like an agnostic. It's like, Krishna, why am I doing this? It doesn't make any sense. I can't. I love my family. You're a loving God. Why are you telling me to kill? So Arjuna, who was a Hindu, does not believe in Krishna. And they're best friends. Do you understand me? It's a great story. The irony is insane. Before the battle happens, Arjuna gets cold feet. Not cold turkey, cold feet. Why? It's his family, but they're evil. Before the fight happens, so they're on the battlefield. Army and army. Arjuna says, I can't do this. Krishna says, hey, dude, you better man up. It's time to kill and fight. Arjuna says, no, man, that's not what the path is. We're about life and light. And Krishna goes, don't be a pussy. I'm serious. I'm sorry for do not be a pussy right now. Yes, I'm a loving God. I play the flute. I'm a cowherd, like your Christ is a shepherd. Yes, Arjuna, I know. But right now, I'm telling you, it's time to kill. Do you understand what I'm saying to you right now? That's complicated. What gets Arjuna to fight the battle? They go back and forth. Arjuna, no, Krishna, it's wrong. Krishna, the loving God, the cowherd. Motherfucker, you better go kill. Arjuna goes, please show me your colossal form. And Krishna goes, you ain't ready for that. Please, Krishna, show me your dynamic form. He goes, okay. Boom, he shows his dynamic form. What do you see? Only good shit? No. There's a whole side of Krishna with demonic faces eating people. Okay? The demonic side would be the eating the evil, but it's a nasty process. So Krishna's showing he is not all good. Meaning anyone who's like, oh, the creator is a creator, then it must be a bad guy. No, humans are the ones who fuck up. If you give up on a creator, you've given up on your own life. What makes the stars in the sky? Nothing, Zen Buddhist? Then how come I can see it? Oh, your eye is tricking you. Is the mouth moving saying that with eyeballs like me also tricking me, Zen Buddhist? I can debunk a debunker easily. It's a new day, bitch. I curse here because life is a bitch, isn't she? Now, Krishna, thank you for the heart. We'll also tell Arjuna this. I am the good and I am the bad. Now that makes sense to me. Krishna, you people who are in India, they also don't know shit correctly. They don't. God bless them. They don't. Because they are murdering each other. You got Arabs killing Hindus, Hindus killing Arabs, destroying temples, raping children. It's ridiculous. And the pollution in India is worse than anywhere in the world, from science and chemistry labs. Okay? And the people allow it to happen. They don't give a fuck. They will have, it could be a damn Shiva ritual. They don't care. They'll let science come in there and poison that water. They won't do shit about it. This is where you live. This is where you live. So Krishna tells you, I am the angel and the demon. You need both in order for you to have a fucking opinion to tell me that nothing exists. Bars. Jay, slow it down. Michelle Scusi, duality. The lesson is to get the balance within. It's an inside job. I like that. To discover who we are. To discover, yes. The discover card, listen to me, you Zen Buddhists. All of you have credit cards, right? With numbers on it, but it's bullshit. I debunked you there. What made that? The government did that? Let's go back to ancient times, dum-dum. What was the number system like when you had Renzai, Zen Buddhism, that Mahayana Buddhism, white bird Buddhism, black bird Buddhism? You got yellow dog Christianity. You got purple dog Catholicism. You got yellow dog Arabs. You got purple donkeys Arabs. You got Jews who believe in a blue flower. You got Jews who believe in a red flower. You got Catholics who believe in green grass. You got Catholics who believe in yellow grass. Are you kidding me? Idiots. It's the same thing, honey. Made from one creator, honey. It's a woman who did it. You're never going to know until you die. Me either. And if you tell me nothing happens after death, if you're still living, you're arrogant and you're playing a God figure by fucking saying that. And shame on you and bad karma. Now, I don't know technically either if anything happens after death, because I'm still alive, but it's called a cicada. Why would a cicada leave its shell when it dies in perfect form? Why would it do this? Life after death. This will live forever if you know how to take care of it. It's a shell. It will not rot. Hear me, people. Wake up. Wake up. Why would something make a creature that can leave its shell behind? When you and I die, within a few hours, smell, rotting. This one died, no smell, no rotting. It's an insect. If you step on it, it's done. But it's more powerful and more meaningful than you and me. Hi, I debunked atheism and that there's no life after death. Something made life after death right here. It's in camouflage for you military assholes. You better watch out. I'm using nature to debunk people who have mistranslated and are hypocritical back and all the time. What up, Lost Death Fixture? Bars mitzvah. I like that. Now, Jay, you're 20 minutes in. I've been eating turkey all day. I've been humping my wife. I've been watching movies. I've been voting for Trump, voting for Biden, voting. Jay. I got to go to work in like an hour. I'm tired. My back hurts. Jay. I got high blood pressure. Jay, get to the fucking point. Okay. If nothing matters, why do I have to have a phone with light in it to live today? And what made that process? Lights in the sky, maybe? What's moving the sun and the moon to do that? They have to be moved by something. It's not doing it by itself. It's called playing checkers. You move the circular pieces. On a flat board, Earth is the hexahedron in geometry, or a dice board. Tellurian. Etymology. Protein people. Wow. The first word I'm going to break down is insulin. Or insulting someone. You're sultan. Now, there is a name of Shiva. Jay, who is Shiva? Well, in Hebrew, Shiva means 7. But the Jews of Israel do not associate with the Shiva of India. That's what Renzai Buddhism is, or Zen Buddhism, or any form of a religion that comes from a Buddha. Buddha is a saint or a god figure. You cannot have a system that believes in nothing with the term Buddha in it, because Buddha did believe. Otherwise, you wouldn't have known what frickin' Buddha was, would you? As Siddhartha, maybe? Why did Siddhartha leave his family? He should have known right away. There's nothing. I'm not going to have a baby and a woman and be a prince. He should have known right away, right? No, he didn't. He fucked up, had a family, and he abandoned them. That's the birth of all of your Buddhisms. So stop picking and choosing in your Buddhism which is the best one. They're all the same animal. They come from India or Sumeria or beyond the dome and beyond the sun and the moon. And if you question that before you've died, you're arrogant. Pardon me, I've been smoking organic tobacco from fucking stress, from chronic pain that is worse than death. Forgive me. I am going through hell right now. Forgive me. This is not a game. Okay. The term Sulin relates to Shiva, the god of death. If you're a Rinzai Buddhist, or you're a Zen, or you're an atheist, or agnostic, or you don't believe in a God, what is that? Is that real? Now watch this. Does that relate to this? And they'll tell you, those are only words. What does that mean to you? Who the hell is your goddamn coach? Your coach sucks. And you didn't even think of that term you just said to me. Who told you to tell me that? What does that mean to you? Did your guru talk like that? Get your guru's dick out your mouth before you acknowledge someone who has no guru, who has no Buddhism, who has no Zenism, who has no Hinduism, who has none of that, but I know how to bring it all together and sit you down and love you. Or it can be about some hate shit too. I will not turn my cheek. I will defend myself. And I will put a foot in your donkey's ass. No! Sulin, could that possibly, for you intellectuals too, you professors of university, does it relate to insulin? Let's look at the spelling. It's a hormone. Now, when you get diabetes, isn't it called insulin or insulin? Similar sounding thing? What if Mark Static? Now, let's go back to Sulin, because you don't know what Sulin means. The word and what it means gives away what God is. God is the word. At first there was the word, and your government knows that. Your military knows that, but they got it from something secret that's not human, that you and I are not supposed to know. Why? Because if we did know it, we wouldn't need a government or military or a job or an opinion or a Buddha or a Hindu or a Catholic or a priest or a prime minister or a boss or a wife even or children. You would be able to make it all by yourself. You'd be giving birth magically. You'd multiply. Don't have to have sex to make a baby. Did you know that? I've already shown you that with light appearing around me. I've made light bodies from my mouth, my finger, my foot. Watch my lives. I've seen it's happened a lot. Yes or no? Ding, ding, ding. What is that? Light that appears. And I'm going to show the video again for you atheists. What does Sulin mean of Shiva that relates to a hormone in Sulin? For you motherfucking atheists. And I love you. And I'm cursing with love. Y'all gonna get mad at me. You're gonna get mad at me. And I want you to get mad. I want you to fight. I want you to battle. I want you to do all the things that are the reason why you and I, whenever we incarnate here, why we fail. I want you to give me the reason why I can see why we fail. And I'm going to tell you to your face, before I even tell you what I believe, your behavior and your energy and aggression is the reason why we suck and the reason why you think God is evil. You and your behavior, because you can't calm down when you talk. Because when someone comes up like me with evidence of numerology, of light coming out of my body, miracles, you still tell me that's not real. Those are only words. However, you have a family, you have a car, you have a phone, you love the fucking Beatles. Are the Beatles real? Yep. I have a friend who is a Renzai Buddhist who is so confused. And when they talk, it sounds so good. It sounds like some shaved-headed Japanese kendo stick fighting motherfucker told him that shit. I'm like, listen, go back to Japan with your alcoholism and your veganism and your confusion and your ball earth and you believing that men went to the moon, but you don't believe in God. Okay. Go to Japan, go to your sensei, and I want you to wear the clothing they wore in ancient times. Take off your fucking shoes, you go into that goddamn temple, and you tell your sensei this. Tell him that Raw Zen, I'm not a Zen Buddhist, Raw Zen 617 told you, sent your ass to say this to your sensei who lost their senses. First of all, you're a sensei. Someone sent sensei. Someone sent me to tell you this in Japan. Please tell me, student, tell me, Zen Buddhist, there is nothing, there is no God. You should have no emotions. It's nothing happens after death. You should not have any emotions, like Eckhart Tolle, who was a shill for Oprah Book Club. Please tell me, student, who sent you and what do you want to tell me? He told me to tell you this. Did you know, in your dojo, did you know the term Japan has the term pan? Stop there. But student, I told you, words aren't real. Japan's not real. That's funny, because if I didn't know it was Japan, I wouldn't have found you, and I wouldn't have known where you were to even be a non-fucking believer in God. Bars! Bars! Okay, very good, student. Wow. Continue. Now, thank you, sensei. In Japan, the term pan, did you know, is a deity that's half human and half goat that plays the flute. Huh. No, but that's not real. Oh, really? But by you saying it's not real, you acknowledged it. And by acknowledging it means what I said really happened. Because if it wasn't real, you would have ignored me and I wouldn't have been able to find you. And you wouldn't have got out of bed. You would have had your eyes closed. You would stop breathing. You wouldn't have had a temple. You wouldn't have made the clothes you're wearing. You wouldn't have all those goddamn books about non-believing in God and then putting the fucking term Buddha in non-believing of God. Buddha is a god. That's what Raw Zen wanted to tell you. And that also Pan of Japan is a moon of Saturn. Student, but stars aren't real. Stars don't exist. You did it again. You acknowledged something that you said wasn't real. By acknowledging me, you have really made this happen. This one is too good for us. Please leave our studio. Yeah. Yeah. I am not from here. I am a fucking nightmare for your Zen Buddhist, your guru, your rabbi, your Muslim people too. Yup, the Quran thumping. I'm a nightmare. Now, what does Sulin mean, Jay? Insulin, hormone, Shiva. You're losing me, Jay. Thank you for the hearts. Foot in your asses, dude. Y'all been playing around with yourselves way too long. God bless anyone who opens their legs to you and lets you have a baby with them. God bless, because they're going to have a miserable life. Medication, yep. They'll be smoking corporate cigarettes, yep. Mm-hmm. They'll be faking their orgasm with you all day if you don't believe in a creator. I'm going to tell you, I'm sorry. It's going to suck for your kids. God bless them. Having a fucking father like that, or a granddad. Arrogant people, arrogant. And if I lose my internet, I'm sorry. Well, first of all, hold on. Who is this? So Sulin is a name of Shiva in India. What the hell is someone from China using the name for? Sulin Lee in LinkedIn. Are you kidding me? Jay. The Zen Buddhist would say that's... In order to have Zen Buddhism, you have to put the letters together to make it look real, to have me really find your temple and what kind of a preacher you might be, because there are many different kinds of communicators of Zen Buddhism or Renzai or Catholicism or Hinduism. There's many different gurus, and I might not like your version. So dumbasses, I have to really think real and look at the titles to find the best one. Otherwise, how did I find you to tell me there's no God? Bars. There's nowhere to go with that. Atheist, you just lost the whole battle. And all their kids are on medication and suicidal. Atheists, agnostics. They cut themselves, they dye their hair. They don't give a fuck, and God bless them. Okay? Oh, because you had a bad life, you had a hard life, so there's no God. Fuck out of here. Sulin. What does it mean? I have a screenshot. I lost the damn, it's fine. Here it is. Okay, Sulin means having a trident, honey. Having a trident. Okay? In India. Now, if that's not real, right, which it's a metaphor, What other culture of a god that's not real has a trident? Poseidon. No? Oh, I'm going to put a foot in your ass. And I'm a loving person. So trident. Shiva's trident. How many universities that have a trident logo? There's no God though. This is all God shit. Because Shiva and that name came before Renzai Buddhism. Yup. It's older than Christianity. It's old, honey. Thousands of years old. Why are they still using the symbols now if there's no fucking God? Yeah. Or creator. Yeah. If words are just words, then why are symbols also being used to then back up a word? Like where I work at right now, it's called New Pioneer. Why does it have a name? If nothing is real, I shouldn't have a name for my business. How would they find where I'm at for me to pay bills then? I have a logo for my job. What's the logo about? Nothing's real, Jay. Nothing matters. Really? Then why is there a logo to acknowledge my New Pioneer as opposed to the Target logo and Walmart's logo? Why don't they all have the same fucking logo? Bars. Put in your ass. How many universities have a trident for a logo? There you go. Here's one. It's called Trident University, honey. Like, is this not real? It's an illusion. It's bullshit. Renzai Buddhism. People, what is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? We're in trouble. They are using your symbols. Do you understand me? You must believe, not only believe, but decode it. It's not good enough to be a hallelujah or a Hindu or a Muslim or a Jew or a Christian and a Catholic, and you're only doing the book thing and the temple thing and the on this day I'm going to fast. That's not working either, honey. You need to bring it all together. What up, Mark Static? Sunshine, what up? Now, who has the trident and where did it come from? It didn't come from Shiva only, honey. It came from you and me. I'm only 40 minutes in and I've already made sense of your pop culture. Now, let's read, first of all, what insulin is. Pardon me. Now we're going to insulin, the hormone. What is hormone therapy? If you're transgender, be careful. The side effects are vomiting, cancer. Sorry, guidelines, YouTube. So insulin is a naturally occurring hormone made by your pancreas, Japancreas, but that's not real if I'm a Buddhist. And what does that mean to you, these people? That helps your body use sugar for energy. Okay. If your pancreas doesn't work as it should, it may not make or release the insulin you need to control your blood sugar. So diabetes came from the name of a god in India. Do you understand me? And conveniently, Shiva is the god of death. Not bad. The death of your ignorance. Yes, he's the god of demons, but he's also the god of correcting demons when they fall off the path, which means that not all demons are evil. Wake up. The word Democrat comes from demos or demon. Act like your Damon mailer email. Damon mailer. Daemon means demon. When you get a daemon mail, wake up. When your email does not go through, it's called a daemon mailer. Now your Zen people, what will they say there? Well, what does that mean to you? No, what does it mean to the government that's doing something to you and me right now, which is basically making us not agree together? Do you understand your government is what made the Zen Buddhist that made you come to debunk me from a secret ass energy that you don't know, that I know, but you don't believe me because you're dumb and you have a fucking system that you sit lotus with your mouth shut, staring at a fucking wall. When Pink Floyd told you about the wall, you went a Wall Street. Who made all that? Before I show you that shit, let me break down the goddamn trident, because I got more Hindu words that gave birth to Buddhism, that gave birth to you not believing in Buddha or God. If it came from God, you must give props to God. Simple. Well, don't call yourself a Zen Buddhist or a Rinzai or a Mahayana or a Mahabuddha, a Macarena, a Kukaracha, whatever you think you are. Shut up. Sit your ass down and join the club. Who is Poseidon in the trident? Insulin, Shiva, diabetes? Who is it, Jay? These videos are designed to save people's lives. That's it. I don't care about the views anymore. One of us is many of us. If I get 100 views, that's a 100 many of us. So I'm grateful for whatever I get. Oh, that's funny. Poseidon. Okay. Now, if there is no God, what are the white people of Greece doing, building a temple of a white man with a beard holding a trident that also Shiva has in India? Why go to all that fucking work? And we don't even know how to build this today. We can't make these kinds of things today. Do you understand that? Why would you go to all the trouble if there's no creator? Please tell me. These are people who have depression and have given up on life. And then conveniently, there's a system to support your failure. It's called Zen Buddhism. I'm sorry I said it. Or Rinzai. I don't care who you call yourself. It is a platform for you to fail. Because you don't know the roots of what you're even believing in. You don't know who's the person who founded that. Were they a good person? Were you there when they founded it? Do you know what was going on in the time when they founded that Buddhism? Do you know for sure? The person you studied from recently who's alive. What about them? What are they doing behind closed doors? Oh, it's none of our business. Okay. But this belief system that you're doing is personal behind closed doors. And we have a right to know if you're a part of a cult or something that is fucking your mind up and going out of its way to divide from a creator that made your sperm, that made the thing in the sky called the sun and the moon, and stars that shine and have certain amount of numbers in the constellations. How did that happen if it's not real? I'm a nightmare for you. Now, Poseidon is known as Neptune. Now, where'd that come from? It came from you. This is what separates me from your other truther, who will tell you, come to my channel, like a fucking Buddhist. I'm a better Buddhist. We're better than those Buddhists. It's like Catholics and Christians, Jews and Arabs. None of you know what's going on because you don't believe correctly. Where did it come from? Jay, please defend your thesis. Neptune, trident, insulin. Maybe someone knows this about you and they give you names for your food and your president and your religion. Maybe they're doing that with Zen Buddhism. You wouldn't know because you're too busy meditating. My videos are designed to save lives, not get views. Fuck views. Because people are so inconsistent. You cannot count on anybody today. Count on yourself. Count on your own wisdom. Everyone will let you down at some point. I'm sorry to tell you this. Do not have a hero. Let it all go. It's all bullshit. Be your own hero. Do not confide in anyone. Confide in thyself. And in a creator, please. No pressure. Let's go to etymology to see where Neptune comes from. Wow. What up, AWM? Yes, things are going so fast. He told me to slow it down. That's why I say, slow it down, Jay. I don't have time to go slow. You want to know why? It's called 5G. Even 5G is real fast radiation poisoning that's killing your trees and giving you radiation poisoning, which might contribute to the new version of the CV virus, which is called Eris, E-R-I-S, a Greek goddess name, Eris. I wonder if there's anything going on there. They even call your viruses gods. That's a fact. E-R-I-S, the new version. But there's no God, right? But conveniently, they steal the name of a Greek goddess. And people get sick. I'm crazy, right? That fact right there is not, you can't debunk what I just said. So I'm not telling you to be a part of an organized movement. I'm telling you to get out and step back and look at all these dumb motherfuckers. I'm dumb too. Look at them all, make the connections, and help them. That's it. Where did Neptune come from? Hippocampus is in your brain, and it means this. Neptune's chariot is your brain. Now, your Zen Buddhist should have taught you that before telling you there is no God. There is nothing. You are a void. Did they know that back in ancient times? That your brain is the Shiva, is the trident, is Poseidon, is you. The statue I showed is you. Now, before I get into more Hindu gods and how they're using it to poison you today, wait a minute, trident, hold on. If there is no God, then why is this? What is trident chewing gum? And what's in it? Aspartame? Yep. Aspartame is poison. Research what's in this gum. I used to chew it. Poison. And aluminum is in this bitch. Trident. They're using this with bad chemicals and ingredients in it, God symbols, to get you to... There's no God. So if you're a Zen Buddhist and you eat and you chew that shit, if you're an agnostic and you chew that, you are taking in God energy invertedly. You have nowhere to go. Aren't you guys tired of this bullshit? God bless my chat room. Thank you, Lost Death Fiction. Thank you for anyone here. I am nothing without my people. Let's go to what the new name of we'll say CV, the virus is today. Let's just go to what that's called. Ding, ding, ding. Now, what would that be? ERIS, to rise above? Or erase something? A bat did this? People who believe in a creator did this to you. Yeah, and the creator does not only make fucking good things, honey. So let go of that. The God should be all about love. No. No. It takes a red wire and a blue wire to get your car to start when it breaks down. Meaning good and bad got to work together to get you to be good and bad while you're fucking driving. Bars! And good and bad, I mean this. I got a good job. I'm a good person, but I might be cheating on my wife. I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. Got a good job, got a good family, but I like to get drunk and I might be cheating on my boyfriend. Okay. I've done it. That's kind of good and bad. Many of you do that, right? Well, you're thinking about fucking someone else while screwing your partner. Sorry, I've been there. How many of you do that? Right? To get it up or to get wet, you women, I get it. You think about something, maybe an ex that was abusive, but there was real good sex. And here's the good guy now, but it's just not quite doing it for you. So you might be thinking of that toxic asshole, the bad boy, the rock star. Listen, people, you got to wake up. That's what's getting you wet. So I still love you, but you're all good and bad, okay? But you must alchemize it, be in the middle, be a jump roper, right? And get out. That's it, and move on. Now, who is Eris, this new version of CV? Hey, YouTube guidelines. I want to know what's going on here. That's funny because Eris is a Greek god. But if I'm an atheist, and if I get a needle in my arm, if I get the V because of the Eris, but I'm an atheist, see where I'm going here? Or I'm a Zen Buddhist, see where I'm going here? But I got the V for the Eris strand. Technically, they have forced you to believe in God with science and medicine. You know what's funny about my boss, who was a Rinzai Buddhist, vegan, atheist, anarchist, all about George Floyd, right? And all about abortion and shit and women's rights? Okay. He's an alcoholic. I love him. Big time alcoholic and is proud of it. Has a bad back, overweight, not very healthy. But I love him. This one will tell me, there is no God. Da, 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 da. But wait a minute, you believe in George Floyd. This one got the V. And it's like, fuck the government. Anarchist, but got the V and does not like people that don't believe in the V. This one is a so-called anarchist, hippie, Rinzai Buddhist. Would your Rinzai Buddhist guru tell you to get the thing? Would they? And if they did, I have some questions for that guru. You need to have healthy disciples in order for it to keep going. In order for you to exist for ages, for me to even know what Zen Buddhism is or Buddhism. Meaning people have to be fucking healthy. So if your Buddhist guru is telling you, yes, do it, you must, for others, you must. That one has problems. And is a failure. So I've already debunked there's no God, because your government knows there's a creator. Eris, conveniently, is the new strand of CV. Now, who is Eris but the goddess of war, right? Jay. This is bullshit. Eris is the Greek god of strife and discord. Negative energy, honey. Negative energy, honey. So what the hell going on with your umbilical cord? Discord? Discuss? I'm not even an hour in and I've already debunked atheism. And I'm showing you what they're doing. They, meaning the demonic, not human. It goes beyond Trump, Joe Biden, military complex, the Bush family, the Illuminati, fuck the Freemason shit. It's beyond that, honey. You must peel the onion. Something knows about something to make something. You get it? And it's not human. It makes dirt, sperm. It makes the light in the sky known as stars. It makes a dome. It makes a sun and a moon in different fucking phases. It makes different races and insects and fish and animals. If there's no creator, why are they so goddamn busy making so many different versions of life? And if there's no life after death, why is the creator making so many versions of life that end up dying to then show you life again? It's because you had a hard life and you had a Bible thumper in your family or an alcoholic that banged you in your head and made you depressed. And maybe you were a hunter and you had to kill animals when you were growing up. So now you over-exaggerate. And as you got older and you got your own freedom, you decided, fuck God, anarchy, Buddhism. That sounds cool to me. The Beatles, NWA, Public Enemy, shut up. Veganism. None of that shit matters if you don't believe in a creator. None of it. Hare Krishna. Om Namah Shivaya for the trident that they're using for your insulin. What are they putting in your insulin when you have diabetes? Is it Eris, the goddess of war? I'm not done with you. I'm looking things up. Relax. And much love to you all. Most of what government does should be illegal. Yes, Lev Kung Fu. Okay. It's called Cavacin. What is niacin aspirin? What is tenactin? Tough-actin, tenactin? Yeah. Cavacin aspirin. William is Bill. Wake up. A name of Shiva. Cavacin. I believe it means coat of mail. Yep, there it is. Or Kavaka. You like Banaka for your breath? You better wake up. Kavaka. It means this. Armor or coat of mail. M-A-I-L. When you get your mailman now, what are you getting with the Tin Man? You better wake up, honey. You better wake up real fast, honey. Even your mailman is doing the dance with God. What does mail mean? When you get mail, what are you really getting? This is all bullshit. This isn't real. I'm just using words. What does it mean to me, right? Better mean something to your children. And you people who say nothing is real, your children are screwed. You shouldn't have kids if you don't believe in nothing. You should have nothing and don't go to work. Don't go in a car. Don't eat any food. Don't even breathe. Just close your fucking eyes and see what happens, you little blank page. ridiculous. Jay, go to etymology and show what MAIL means. It will blow your mind. It's not what you think it is. Nothing is. Which is why I'm here. And why you're here. Whoa. There it is. Mail is a metal ring of armor. Etymology. So there's God again. If you don't believe, you better start believing now, because someone knows your shit and they're taking it from India, Samaria, take your pick, Egypt. It's easy to do it if you know how to do it. It's real easy. I could do it right now. I know enough right now to control the whole world and lie and take shit and poison you. I know enough to do that, but I don't do that. Who's doing that? CNN, maybe? Fox News? The people that are behind all the internet stuff? Maybe? Dancing around with us? We don't know. Yes, Dharma is important. I'm whooping ass. I'm whooping ass. Jay. Okay, so, and Hinduism is not about religion only. It's about nature, plants. I'm going to show you what I mean. It's called Panapatra. Jay, what are you talking about? I've been eating McDonald's and fried chicken. And I've been hating Trump only. But I forgot about the Bush family and the Iraq war and the collateral damage and all the innocent civilians killed by you and my federal tax dollars and the Vietnam War and the French and Indian War and the Napoleon War that was apparently funded by the Rothschild family on both sides. But you're anti-Semitic, Samaria, what it means, if you say that about the Rothschilds. Interesting. Interesting. Panapatra. There it is. Panapatra, the name of a Hindu goddess. Okay, it doesn't matter which one is too many. So just know this name has pan in it, like Japan. The pan you fry food in, people. Pan, the goat god playing the flute. Duh. That is God within itself, the connections. Now, Pan Patra gives birth to Pan Pizza, Chicago, Deep Dish, and Cleopatra. But what is Pan Patra? Or Panapatra? Hold on. There it is. Panapatra is a leaf. Review. Goddess name. Nature. I'm a Zen Buddhist. I'm a Rinzai Buddhist. I'm an atheist. That's not real. That's just. Now, let's further investigate. There it is. Panapatra is a plant. So God is nature. Obviously. Can that cure cancer and maybe the CV? AIDS? I don't know. Oh, but Pfizer. Pills and needles. That's real. And people who are atheists, they love needles and pills and medication, but they don't know shit about side effects. Are the side effects real that you're going to be feeling after trusting science and damning me for believing in a creator? I have not been sick once yet. I haven't gotten any of the CVs, not one Greek name here. They're all Greek names. Beta, Eris, Alpha, Alpha, Kappa, Kappa, fraternity names. I haven't gotten one strand. And I'm in my 40s, dude. I should be getting sick all the time. All I've had today was coffee and tea. And I went up 7 flights of stairs on my hands. I'll show you. To debunk protein and meat eaters. You meat eaters, I challenge you to walk on your hands up 7 flights of steps. Before you look at a damn vegan or someone skinny and calling them unhealthy. It's called a greyhound dog or a gazelle. Awfully skinny, but ripped as fuck. And the gazelle don't eat meat. Gazelle eats plants. The lion eats the meat. Interesting. And the lion is the king? No. The fucking giraffe, the elephant, and the cow are. Because they're as dynamic and muscular, and they do not eat other animals. So who told you the lion is the king? Your royal fucking king? Julius Caesar did that? Your sellout gurus did that? Your sellout Zen Buddhists did that? Yes, they did. They all accepted it, and they bowed to the colonists. The colon anus people that gave you cholera. Yeah. Foot in your ass. Assumptions. I love my chat room. What up, S. Kyle Glasscock? Yeah, Pan. Demon. That's right. You know what's up. Come to my channel and you will make tons of connections. What's great about what I do, it's not my truth. You guys in my chat room are like, boom, 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 connection. As opposed to drama. It's a man, it's a woman, it's a blood drinker, reptilian, it's a pedophile. Guys, let's move on from the Illuminati. The economy's crashing. It sucks. Oh my God. The cabal, the secret society, the Freemasons. Is there anything else going on? A creator. Yeah. Put in your ass. Now I showed you a damn plant as a goddess and what God is. Okay? In many forms. Now I'm going to show you how you, in your anatomy, are a Panapatra or a Cleopatra. Jay, go to the optic thalamus. Jay, what is that? I've been eating Taco Bell and watching the Barbie movie and Netflix all day and playing video games. Okay. That's your future. And you people don't believe in God? You all play D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, all about gods and mythologies, don't you? Love your video games and your nerd and your Star Trek. You have something in your brain called a thalamus. Thank you for the hearts. Thalamus. Atheists, please leave. Zen Buddhists, please leave. Renzai Buddhists, please leave. Organized religion people, please leave. Thalamus, what does it mean? It means a flower. Thalamus, flower. Thalamus. Panapatra. Now, Jay, prove to me, though, I didn't see the brain in there. I don't believe you, Jay. How do I know what you're saying is real? Because you're dumb and you believe in theory and Einstein and Turkey and Elon Musk driving a car into space. But there's no creator. How many idiots believe in Elon Musk and SpaceX? Really? He's a god within himself, isn't he now? Pardon me. There it is. Thalamus. Brain. It's an egg-shaped part of your brain, honey. Thalamus. Brain. Wait a minute. Is it in there? Yeah, it's right there. You must use your brain. Your brain is a flower, honey. It's the lotus flower of India. Take your pick, honey. Wake your asses up. Your Zen Buddhist teacher should have told you that before telling you nothing is real, just meditate, it's all gonna die, and then nothing happens after death, it's just blackness, it's a void. But be with nature, though. But what's in nature but miracles and magic and supernatural energy that makes all those different colors and different kinds of dirt and mountains and air? There ain't one part of the world that will have the same kind of air. Mostly because of your dumbass cloud seeding government and your chemtrails, but technically, Earth has different strands of air all over the world. Why? And 4 seasons, some don't get 4 seasons. Why is that? Like Egypt won't get winter. You get it? Why? But Iowa does. What's doing that? Nothing? The black void? So I prove to you that you are the God. But a creator made that thought of you now. But you are not your thoughts, though. Sensei told me that my thoughts aren't real. Well, if my thoughts aren't real, what made Earth? Because Earth had to have been a thought from some kind of a creator. Hence, where did the term to be creative even come from? To make love is creative because the sperm creates a human body. If I am not my thoughts, then what thought the earth into existence? If it's only a void and nothingness, then earth wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't even be here as an illusion to even be debunkable. Bars! You are in trouble. The Eris is coming for you. The goddess of discord. And all the tornadoes have a female name. Katrina is Durga, or Lakshmi, or the Virgin Mary. Katrina is also who? Athena, Eris. What up, DJAT? Peter Pan, yes. Same shit. Absolutely. It's all in code. Stolen from a creator that conveniently makes a convenience store dark and light. Simple mathematics. If there is no creator, what is making the nighttime and the daytime happen? It's not real. Okay. Foot in your asses. Now I'm going to show you how Buddhism is Hinduism and how the atheists in Buddhism, they got it from the people that believe in God of India. So it debunks all of Buddhism. If you're a Buddhist, I love you. I would get out. Just get out, honey. You don't have to be that to believe in something, honey. Get out. It's too many versions of it. It's been infiltrated, and it's not making any sense, honey. But you do you. Do you, boo-boo. The term is avidya. What's a video? Avidya. Any Jewish names known as Avi? Yeah, I know some. Avidya. Okay, so you have avidya. You have it in Hinduism. And it means ignorance. Now, watch this. Interesting. Because when you type in avidya by itself, whoa, my voice. J. Okay, so now you also have avidya in Buddhism. What came first? What came first? Please tell me. I think we know it's India. It's pretty sure. Came before Buddha. Yep. Shiva and Krishna were there before this guy. So if you're a fucking Zen Buddhist and there's no God, why are you jacking Hindu God names to have your Buddhism? And don't give me that crap. Well, but I'm a Renzai Buddhist. I'm a Mahayana Buddhist. I'm a Taco Bell Buddhist. It's all Buddhist. Shut up. Why are they taking God-believing terms, giving it to you guys in Buddha, to then tell me there's no God? Debunked. And there's hundreds of these. I'm only showing you one because I'm only 2 hours is enough. You sit your asses down, you Zen Buddhists. Relax. Yes, Lev Kung Fu. An apple from a tree. My first meal. Listen very carefully. If you're someone who has had a traumatized life, which most of us are, if you've been raised with drug addicts, alcoholics, who were also beaten by their parents. I had this problem myself. If you were raised with this, listen very carefully. You have to remember something. There is more to that life you're living than that experience. Well, how do I know that? Well, before that even happened, you were a sperm. You were a liquid thing in someone's balls. And then you manifested through a uterus to then become anything at all. So think about the 9 months it took to make you before all that crap. Now we get into before your parents had you. When your mom was pregnant, what was she eating and what was she drinking? And what was dad drinking and what was dad eating affects the sperm quality that can affect the child's quality of living. And the brain might not be so balanced. Now that child's called ADHD. See where I'm going. But dad was having Budweiser, McDonald's. Mom was having some wine here and there and smoking a bit while she had you, but didn't tell you that. Okay? Listen carefully if you've been growing up in a traumatized world. Sperm does not know what trauma is, sweetheart. Sperm knows I must find something and make something exist. Hence, that is your purpose in this planet. The sperm don't go, oh, I don't believe in the egg. I'm a Zen Buddhist. I don't believe in a vagina. I don't believe in a uterus. I'm going to stay in the balls and not go up there and swim. I debunked you again, Buddhists. With your own balls. If you've been traumatized, you are that sperm, that one out of the million that decided to leave dad and chase mom in her sacred area and make you. Now, what motivated that one sperm to do that? What's doing that? The sperm by itself? What I will say is even deeper than Buddha. What I will say is as deep as Krishna, or your Jesus, or your Abraham, or your Allah, Muhammad. I'm going to tell you right now. Listen to me. If you've been raised in a traumatized family or sexually abused, God bless you. You will want to know what your purpose is. You will be asking, what is my purpose? Right? Of course you will. And you will be depressed, of course. Now watch this. It's a simple answer. Your purpose is what the sperm was in your dad's balls. To exist in a moment, to then coexist and expand in other moments, known as your mama's uterus. That's your purpose. And that's deeper than Buddha, all that stuff. Plato, your Pythagoras people, your Socrates, your purpose is to be like a sperm and to exist with other millions of liquid serpents and to realize that only one of you will become one of you in real life and the rest will support and guide you. That's your purpose. So you are not that moment of trauma is what I'm saying to you. And your abusive dad is more than an abusive dad. You can't take away the sacred meaning of the sperm in the ball of that man. But that man has free will. The woman has free will and can contaminate and mutate that purpose. Because the Creator gave you freedom to do so. And it's a gift and a curse to have freedom, isn't it? Wow. Wow. Now you know why you have prison and slavery and concentration camps. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Pardon me? Now. Oh, the beer guy is here. Who can a guy do with 0 kidneys? Oh, what can a guy do with 0 kidneys? Exactly. What up, Martin Crabseth? I'm there, swelling on the brain as a child. Taurus here. Taurus here as well. If you're a Taurus, do not eat steak. Nothing personal. Do not eat meat if you're a Taurus. It will confuse your bull. I used to eat steak. I had hemorrhoids as a wonderful gift. So now I'm going to get into fitness, the idea of personal training and gym, and that you have to eat protein 4 meals a day and be big and huge and chunky and bulky to be strong. This is bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Talk your shit, Jay.
Yes. Lord have mercy. That was 7 steps. Let's go up that achievement, 47 years old. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, why am I doing this again? I don't eat meat. No protein. I occasionally smoke organic tobacco. From stress. I'm not promoting smoking. So my breathing should be different, right? What else? I don't sleep that great. Chronic pain. And I eat maybe once a day, a lot of the time. Usually kale, or quinoa, or noodles. So that was for simply every animal, every insect, every child, every broken person, all my ancestors who were killed that were woke. Woke meaning we're aware of their surroundings. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. 7 steps. You have a 7 pH balance in your body. There are 7 stars in Ursa Major. I'll put that in this video, in an image. 7 sages of India. 7 days of your week, 7 dwarves. 7 up. They're telling you something.
Yeah, bro T, I don't play. So I'm gonna make a challenge now. Oh, wait a minute. Let me finish the video because I make a very important statement here.
11, 24-hour store. 24 hours, 2 and 4 is your 6. These people, wake up. How much more do you need to know? You are infinite. You are everything. Everything about us. And once again, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shiva, Boom, Om, Jai Chi. And once again, I do not eat meat. No protein here. And no alpha energy, because I'm all about the goddess. But I challenge anyone who eats protein, okay, and battles vegans or skinny people that don't eat meat to do what I just did. All your weight training. I want to see a video of you doing that at 47 years old. Much love.
Okay. So I went up 7 stairs today. And I didn't sleep very well last night. I went to bed like 5 in the morning, trying to fix my body from years of injuries. Woo! And I had a few cups of coffee, smoking organic tobacco, wired as fuck. I did that for a reason, to prove that even when you're like broken and your energy is just all over the place, you can still channel that energy and make miracles. Do you understand me? There's no excuse to be lazy. Okay, I'm not saying you have to do what I did on stairs to be productive. But what I'm saying is you must push yourself. And giving up on God is not pushing yourself. It's just giving up and being lazy. And I'm not supporting your priest, the pedophiles in the Catholic Church, the Bible thumper that told you were evil for being gay or might have raped you. I am not supporting them at all when I say God, honey. I mean the generator of vitamin D that made the sperm that floated into the uterus to conveniently go from a liquid to a bone, solid. Zen Buddhist, doesn't matter, doesn't exist. Even the person who is talking and telling you that is in skin suit with teeth and eyes, and they will talk all kinds of trickery shit to you. When they're lazy, they've given up, and their life sucks. And they're hiding behind a false spiritual movement. Nothing worse than a lot of people have had a hard go with organized religions, and they find Buddhism because it makes sense. But Buddhism doesn't make sense either. It'll also confuse you. So what I'm saying is go with nature, do things that make us beautiful, and be in shape and stop eating meat. Hallelujah, please. And no fish either. Fish is high in mercury. Mercury. God damn. Now I'm going to show you another video. I'm going to show you the video where light came out. For those that are new to my channel. Bro T had surgery to fix broken elbow. Your message positive. Of course. I've torn both rotator cuffs, bro. Yeah, man, I know. ACL tear. I have a cadaver knee. I know all about it. But you look at me now, and even in dire pain, I am kicking ass. And it's the only thing keeping me fucking sane. Because I should be going crazy. I should totally be going crazy with the pain I have. So there's no excuse. Oh, but, come on, get it done. Get it done. Life is short, right? Get it done. And don't let anyone tell you what anything is. Do your research. Please, do your research. Don't let anyone decide to dictate and decode and dance on your brain. Because they will dance on your brain, honey. And it'll sound real good, like a pickup line. And then they'll hit it and quit it, and they'll leave you with the baby, meaning your fucking ignorance. And they won't help you take care of it. You'll all be by yourself and bitter. Then you might raise your other kids the same way and beat them because you were beaten and you weren't loved. It is not okay. It stops somewhere. I don't want any excuses. Well, I'm off my meds. I got to get my meds. Otherwise, another lazy thing. I'm not on medication. I don't take no fucking pills. I accept the pain. That's a Zen Buddhist thing to say, sure. I want to know how bad it is. Why? Because you have demons and angels from your creator. I want to know how bad it is and how good I can make the bad in order to help a bad situation or someone who's in a bad place in their life. I have to master my bad things first. If you haven't done that, you're a shill. Shut up, sit down, and take your time and be patient. It is not your time yet.
Passion, man. I used to do cocaine, honey. That's where you live. That's where you live. You don't have time for an opinion.
There it is.
Oh, there it is again. Look.
See the circle?
Look.
And it goes away.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Let's do it again for you atheists. And, you know, a Renzai person, Buddhist will say, that's not real. But the Beatles, though, and the VAC you got in your arm, for the Eris, that was real, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't have gotten it.
Compassion.
See it again.
I used to do cocaine, honey. That's where you live. That's where you live. You don't have time for an opinion.
Boom.
Oh, there it is again. Look.
Like,
Look.
okay.
Hare Krishna.
Isn't it funny that it appeared I said you don't have time for any opinions? Meaning it was like, yeah. Okay. So these things don't happen all the time. They happen at a certain point with me where a miracle will manifest during a live. If that doesn't change your life, what I just showed you in that video, I am freaking customers out. I play that video for customers at my store. They're like, oh, back to being dumb, though. Back to Netflix. Back to Trump. Yeah, he's an asshole. Joe Biden. Back to the Eris thing and the V and Ball Earth. Legend of Zelda, Fortnite, Barbie. These people. Wow. Wow. Dejati. Sa'ara is storm. Wind-like. A creative whirlwind in the Hebrew. I think Saraswati, yep, is the same divine feminine energy. Yes. As Sarah, too. Yes. Well done. Everything been lost in translation. Exactly. We have had bad translators. That's it. And they all were good at talking shit. Okay? They were trained. They weren't dumb. But they were bad translators. And do any of them have examples of light coming around them like this? I should be going to NASA right now. Say, hey, NASA, you want to do an experiment on me? Or Area 51? If they saw that shit? And I got more evidence than that. But that's the best one. It froze and disappeared when I said a word. So you must know who you're dealing with when you're dealing with a human. Humans are more than human. I just proved it to you. You're a plant, for Christ's sake. You're a God figure, for Christ's sake. Christ's sake. You're a light worker, like me. I showed you, for Christ's sake. Does your light worker have evidence of light coming around them? Or are they all, blah, 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 get a crystal, get a birth chart reading, da, 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 eat this, get that. Shut up. These people, just all this today. Oh, this is your first time here. Thank you, Deja T. Much love to you. Divine love. Within release all fear, times 3. Yes, bro T. So, I'm going to do 2 hours of this video. So the rest, I'll just probably talk a little bit here. So what did Jay show you today? What was the point of this video? First of all, frustration, exhaustion, at how simple it is, patterns, and how God names and goddess names are being used today that are thousands of years old to poison you and to stimulate you, or to guide you and possibly heal you. But if you look at pop culture, it's mostly the Trident chewing gum, aspartame, poisoning you, but it tastes really good. Kind of like Zen Buddhism. Sounds really good, makes a lot of sense, but if you think about it, you go outside and look around and shit that you weren't looking at, it's bullshit what you were taught to. I've had great debates with Zen Buddhists about what makes this tree this size and this color, and that tree that size and that color. And down here in the grass, you see all these different kinds of plants and energies growing and flowing. What is making that happen? There was a process, yes or no. And they were looking and thinking, and they were like, oh my goodness. And they almost got it. But because their goddamn guru is so embedded in their fucking head, access denied. I've tried to express the importance of Earth not being a ball to a Zen Buddhist. I'm not damning Zen Buddhists. I'm not damning Buddhism. I'm just saying they're all confusing, honey. Get out. All you need is you and nature and astrology, then wordplay. I've tried discussing the Earth is the hexahedron in geometry of the 5 platonic solids, not a ball. A math example of fact. And I was told this from a Zen Buddhism. Well, what is the shape of the Earth? What is the importance of knowing the shape of the Earth? Okay. This one does sanghas. You know what a sangha is? A sangha is where everyone gets together. Doesn't matter if they're good or bad people, right? They just get together, and there's one guide there. The sangha is you get there, you talk about your problems, and then you meditate and shut up. Okay? Okay. So I've asked this Zen Buddhist, who doesn't care about the earth thing. I said, well, what is your Sangha for? My Sangha is for peace. I want to bring peace on earth. Well, wonderful. But here's the problem that I have with that. Because when I asked you about what is making nature happen, because you don't believe in a God power, you couldn't really answer me. You were confused. I had you stumble there. You should have had an answer. And then when I asked you about earth, you said nothing. And that within itself is called war. So you're already a warrior. You're already causing problems from your own ignorance. So if your intention is to bring peace from a Sangha, but you don't care about earth, you don't care about a creator making all this diverse shit for good and bad reasons, that is war within itself. Bars! Hare Krishna. There's no way to go with me. I'm a nightmare for anybody. I am a fucking nightmare. I spend all day of my life in this shit. I am the truth movement. Fuck the truth movement. I am the movement, honey. You are the movement. The movement is bullshit. You got truther battling truther, debunking truther. Oh, get off my page. We don't like astrology. Unbelievable. Wow. This is where you live, man. You ain't got no one that will get your back, really, today. You can't trust nobody. There's no loyalty. There's no commitment. It's only impulse, stimulation, and what can you do for me now? Puppy chow. I got some news for you people who think this way. As there will be for me, there are consequences for this behavior. What up, random channel? The consequences are very simple. And I'm going to explain them in a way that a Zen Buddhist who doesn't believe in God, or a Renzai Buddhist who doesn't believe in God, but stole the names of God from India, I showed you, to have Buddhism. Here's what I mean by consequences. You take my time here. Now, this is my calm voice. This is my non-threatening, friendly Zen Buddhist voice, where nothing exists, and I have no pulse, and I'm a black void, and I'm nothing. Listen, that's almost as bad as saying you're a sinner, honey. It's the same shit. Now, consequences are this. Let's say I mean well, and I'm swimming around with some stingrays. Beautiful stingrays that have a sharp-ass needle in the back of them, though. But I'm a human. I'm not a stingray. And stingray doesn't speak a language. Well, they do in their own way. They don't speak English like you and me. So here I am scuba diving. I see some stingrays. And I go, oh! Right? You mean well. You get close to one. And then bam! You might get it in the heart, like Steve Irwin, your crocodile hunter. If he did die that way, Freemasonry, but rest in peace. Remember that guy? The animal guy, always in danger. And what killed him, so-called? The stingray. I rest my case. Do you understand me? Consequence. You could have meant well. You could have never cursed, drank, smoked, never had coffee, never watched porn. There is still a consequence for you if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, honey. Nature will kill you. The Creator made something that will kill you. So it's not a loving God only. It's a realistic Creator. Wake up. You have to know levels. If you're a private, you're a private. Corporal, corporal. Lieutenant, lieutenant. You can't skip around and fuck around. The truth community, they're all skipping around with their fucking titles. 1 minute they're a master. Now they're a slave. Now they're a private. Now they're public. They don't know what they are anymore. And they cannot hear diverse ways of thinking. The consequence is if you're in the wrong place in nature, you will be dealt with and it will not be good for you. Another great example, piranhas. Don't give a fuck if you were the light of the earth. A piranha smells you, foreign meat, ring. You are done. You are done. And what made a piranha? The loving God that we think should only make good things. And why is there so much suffering if there's a God? Y'all don't know what God is, honey. Y'all don't know what God is. And if they're only stories, these mythologies, how come the stories always have a villain and a fucking hero, a good and a bad, a losing it and getting it back, a kidnapped woman, a rape victim, for God's sake? All of them have this. Why? And then you look at today, and it's happening right now. Rape, good people, bad people, powerful people, weak people. It's happening today. It's called rich and poor, right? It's a story, though. That's what a Zen Buddhist will tell you. It's stories. Meditate with me and don't think and shut up. Is that going to save us from war? Just being blank? I wonder. Ignorance is all forms of war. You understand me? Being ignorant. Now, I don't care who you think you are. I really don't. Be a goddamn, if you're a yogi and you eat meat, listen, I'm back on this shit. If you're a yogi and you think that you're a deep ass yogi because you might be hardcore, you don't have a mirror in your studio, there's no mirrors in your studio, you're more organic, I got some news for you too, honey. There are consequences for your arrogance. I've already explained very carefully the piranha and the stingray as metaphors. The piranha and the stingray are pop culture, in which at some point your arrogant ass, thinking that you know what yoga is, still eating animals and burgers and shit. This makes ahimsa is a principle of yoga. Non-violence, not eating animals, simply. But here you are, arrogant, in America, Starbucks, right? Burger joint, go to the bar. Okay. But you're a yoga specialist, you think, in your mind. Got tattoos, henna and shit. I've seen all the chakras, you know all that stuff. I've seen them. You think you're a badass. The stingray and the piranha are metaphors of pop culture. At some point, you false, fake-ass yoga or yogi, you will face the stingray. And it will be done by you. You are the stingray, and you are also the piranha. This is a great fucking build. I just told you a story that's real motherfucking shit. You will sting yourself by trusting science and the TV. You will eat yourself like a piranha from hearing gossip, and Donald Trump is bad, and Biden is better. The war in the Ukraine, but not the war in your brain from fast food and legal poison and fast food in the hospitals and Coke and Pepsi in a hospital. That's your piranha that will bite you in the ass for your arrogance and being confused as a yogi or a Buddhist or a Catholic or a Christian or a truther or an astrologer or a vegan even. There are some asshole vegans. Oh yeah. There are a lot of asshole vegans that know nothing about astrology and don't get down at all. When vegan comes from Vega, a star system. William is Bill. Vega is vegan. Okay? Wake up, people. A lot of error. Random. Any thoughts on is there a parasite? Oh, yes. Great question. Let's break that down. First of all, Parasite is a movie. I believe it was a movie done in Korea or Asia. Parasite came out a little while ago. It's a movie. So let's just look that up real quick to talk about the parasite this one mentioned. Excuse me. There it is. With an Asian guy. They call this movie a thriller. Didn't Michael Jackson, the little pedophile? This is Thriller. Remember that shit? Okay. And you think that Michael Jackson was just doing that video as a zombie because they were a fan of zombie movies? And you look at today, you got Walking Dead themes in TV. You got this virus that's wiping people out for real. Where did it come from? Pretty much a zombie life you're living with an Eris, Greek goddess virus, and there's no God. That one, Michael Jackson, was telling you something about the parasite. What is the parasite? Break down the word. Sight. Sight beyond sight. The Thundercats ho. The Sword of Omens goes here with the two eyes. Parasite means pair of eyes, to see. I'm going to say it again for you because a lot of us don't understand wordplay. The parasite is a pair of sight, to see. That there is an evil, forked tongue, trident poking you in your eye. Kind of like the Three Stooges. Remember? They used two. This V is the devil horns. It's not all evil. It is the devil horns. Hollywood loves this. This is your parasite. 2, the pair. Joaquin and Boaz, your Freemasonic temple. Do you understand me? Can be a weapon. Or scissors. Remember that? Rock, paper, scissors, stone. I'm freestyling, yo. That's what your parasite is. The parasite must be seen with two eyes. Hence, why are they doing this in the Illuminati? They are encouraging you to go to one thing. Only Zen Buddhism, only Rinzai Buddhism, only Mahayana Buddhism, only Christianity, only Catholicism, only Hinduism, only being a Jew, only being an Arab, only anarchy, only atheism, only flat earth, only ball earth, only being a vegan, only eating meat. People, shut up. The parasite is giving you the answer. Remove your hand to see sight beyond sight, meaning this. It's in your face. It's in your TV, in code, in patterns, like I'm doing for you right now with words. I'm decoding, in which intellectuals call it, he's just making things with words. This parasite is not human that you're dealing with. That is giving you these viruses. Virus is Osiris or Billy Ray Cyrus. Better wake your asses up, achy breaky heart. And you had high blood pressure when that nigga came out? Yeah. Achy breaky heart, high blood pressure, code going on there, nothing going on there, right? Cyrus, Osiris. Cyrus the Great of Persia. Virus, Osiris. They're still doing the dance on you and me. It's witchcraft. And they're testing you. Well, how are they testing you? By giving you new phones, new video games, new presidents, new assholes, new athletes, new actors, new education, new diet. You see where I'm going? A new world order, new. They give you that, and it distracts you from having the sight with two eyes to see what is killing you is not human. And the only way to deal with it is not, you can't protest it. You can't even use thousands of people to move it. You can't fight it. It's infinite like an angel and immortal like you and me. It's an infinite non-human thing. The only way to get to it is by achieving what I have done in that video where light appeared. I am protected by something. I don't know how I did it. Figure it out. Solar gazing, moon gazing. I walk barefoot a lot. I don't eat meat. Do you take your pick? You need to see miracles and to manifest light. Because what you saw come out in that screen, in that video, is the opposite of that. A dark one is your parasite. You saw how it disappeared, right? Yeah, your government understands all that shit. The movie Cocoon about the old people becoming young and shit and light coming out of some fucking alien's mouth. I've had that happen to me. Go watch the movie Cocoon if you think I'm fucking playing here. They know some shit. It's real, dude. Your parasite cannot be beaten with science and a V. And they know that too. Well, Jake, shut up and give me the solution. You must do penance. You must detox. Hallelujah. You must enema flush. Most importantly, go up your colon with morning urine and shit out all your opinions. First, you must shred yourself of all the crap you thought tasted good. Enema flush. Research it, get a tube up your ass, and stop being homophobic about it and uncomfortable about it. Because your parasites are you in your intestines. And they're not human. They look alien. I will show you what your parasite is. This is what you're dealing with. Now, this parental advisory for this, I'm going to show an image of what came out of my body. I've been doing enemas for years. And, I had stones come out first. But for a while, I wasn't seeing nothing. And then I saw this. And this shut my ass up. So for you people who don't believe in God, that's cool. You will when you see this. That's your parasite. That came out of my shit. Look at all that shit. This is why I'm not hungry anymore. That came out of my enema. That is what you're dealing with. The movie Aliens, it's not a game, honey. Stop eating meat. Meat did this to me. Do you understand me? This is from eating protein. Ropes. That's my achievement. That's a lot of ropes. I should be good for years now. And I probably have more hidden somewhere else. But that's a pretty good achievement. To get that done, that's saving my body a lot of hell. So what is my point now? The parasite is not human. You must do that. Flush out your demons. Because the parasite that's not human can smell that on you. How can it smell it? You can't see it because you just ate it and it went into your goddamn stomach and it's creating an invisible field of energy without you knowing. And it can sense that. So it feeds off of that, the parasite. You understand me? It's not a physical go get it battle. It's a you clean your shit battle. Yeah. Because then it won't fuck with you. Meaning you won't get sick. You won't get the parasite, and you'll have the eyes to see. Do you understand me? Random channel. The parasite makes everything behave unnaturally to itself, even to make the host to hurt itself or ecosystem community in an energetic way and in an everyday way. What about pets? Do you have to detox more often? I don't have any pets. I don't believe in having a pet. But I wouldn't be feeding your pet human food, meaning human dog food. Nope. Because your dog or your cat, I guarantee you, has more parasites from the diet that humans give it than you do. For sure. Okay. You know how dogs get worms in their heart? I've always thought that was weird. I'm like, how come these animals are getting worms? And we're told, oh, they went outside. It was a tick. Huh. Interesting. Now, before we say this, the dog who got worms, was it given a shot at the vet at any point? Did the vet people get involved with your dog? Was the dog eating human dog food? Human-made dog food? This is a good question to ask. Because how does a dog get heartworms? And you don't. And they'll tell you, well, it can't go outside. It'll get germs and ticks. But you and I do. I've never had a tick problem ever. What is attracting insects to that damn dog or cat's body? What you fed it. What you gave, what the vet did to it. Did your dog get fixed? Be careful, they put chemicals in that poor thing. That's my theory. Yeah. Some humans do have a tick problem, but not a lot. You don't hear a lot of those cases. But animals, they go outside. No, have your animal stay inside. It's a fucking animal. That's stupid. So something is not right there. Ban dog food and cat food made by science and humans. It is killing us. And there's bad karma for the owner who fed it. Do not give your cat or your dog a human sweater to wear. It is not a human. Let it be an animal. And I don't recommend a human name. This is Bill. This is Todd. Stop. You're confusing an animal that has a right to have its own existence, in which it's not. Why? It's living with fucking humans and not dogs and cats. And is it really being rescued? Watch this. When you go to a rescue place, where do you see the dogs? They're in a cage, aren't they? And God bless the rescue people. But common sense, when you go to the rescue place, this is the world you live in. They're in a cage. So technically, that's abuse too. They're not rescued. They're slave. Then there you go. I'll take that one. You take that one. It goes from a cage to your house, another fucking cage. It's not going to live with its own kind. Meaning, humans are confused. We call it rescue. We call it vegan. We call it the truth. And it's all bullshit. We call it Buddhism. We call it love. You guys don't know what you're doing. And I feel that these videos I'm making are here to simply decode and translate and to help you see how demented we all are. That's all. That's it. I put a foot in your ass, man. How many kids are like me that have a unique brain, that are a lefty, right brain people, will never see their full potential because of science? Are you all noticing a little flying thing? Okay, so in this video, it could be an insect, but there's been a lot of moving, and I haven't had a fly in this house today, I don't believe. So I'm just saying, I believe that there's maybe some things happening. So, regardless, Jay. What up, Martin Krasbeth? Fact, not an opinion. So, there are many children that are like me that are going to get a bad deal. Because when you're unique and you have the gift, it's taken away from you, and you're called retarded, or ugly, or slow. See where I'm going here? Or special. But the third leading cause of death are medical errors. They're telling you that you're crazy. You don't believe me? This is 2 hours. I'm gonna end on this one right here. Do you want to see the people who are medicating and giving you all your remedies today that everyone trusts? 200,000 people die every year from medical errors. And it is the third leading cause of death, honey. So your Eris people, the people who gave you the beta, the alpha, the CV, swine flu, they're also killing you too, aren't they? The ones telling you what you should do when you get sick, they're calling you crazy. They're the third leading cause of death. And you trust them. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shiva Boom Om JHE. Om Ram Reem Ram Saha Suya Yanamaha Om Chandra Yanama Om Ahum Bajara Guru Pedma Sire Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namah Shivaya. And I ain't no Hindu or a Buddhist. And I give you a whole bunch of mantras that are an energy. All the letters in the words in the mantras I said to you are a body or a god and a goddess. Fact. And don't let a Zen Buddhist or any Buddhist confuse you, because they're only there to fuck with you and to cause more mind control. This is all that Zen Buddhism is about. Okay. Beep. Thank you for all who came into my chat room. If you want to donate to support in any way, beneath. My phone number is 319-512-0389. Facebook, JHERUSSELL. Email, rawzen617 at gmail.com. Thank you, Bro T. Love you as well. And thank you. And people, share this. It was fire. I hate when he does that.